My luck in gaming has been off to a vacation, and nobody knows for how long. This has made me endure a tough decision of putting my hard-working employees through some serious overtime. Not able to withstand this treatment, one of them recently exploded, and some very colorful words were exchanged. You might be wondering, what monster derailed my gaming life heading towards its success? Well, this unholy creature is none other than RNG trophies.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
I've started 100%ing the games that mean the most to me, a way of showing just how much I love them. It all began with Elden Ring, then came Sekiro. Wait, who the hell invited you? Anyway, after Armored Core 6, I found myself arriving at Wukong. And this is where the bitter taste of bad luck started setting on my tongue. At first, it was just mild, like licking a battery, annoying but manageable, so I let it slide. However, FromSoft's latest game, Elden Ring NightReign, arrived all buffed up to knock me down to my knees and tell me, don't know about anything else, but luck ain't got your back, mate. How? Well, let's do a quick quiz. Out of these options, which achievement do you think took me the longest to get and had me walking down the path of insanity? It was this, the old jail. At the face of it, the achievement is pretty simple. Spawn with or locate a stone sword key in the chest, walk up to an Everjail and insert the key. Beat either one of Ancient Dragon, Deathrite Bird, or Godskin Duo, and the trophy is yours. Simple. Or is it? You see, the problem with this is that these enemies are considered legendary spawns, and therefore are not guaranteed to pop out every time you put the key into an Everjail. Their arrival depends on the concept of random numbers generator, more popularly known as RNG, meaning this is kind of like sitting at a slot machine, pushing the lever, and hoping you hit the jackpot. RNG isn't luck in itself. What it basically does is it goes through some equations and spits out a result. This result, however, is where your luck comes into play. If you are lucky, first jail you ever opened might spawn one of these. If you are like me, playing 73 hours will only spawn these 3 times. Yep, 3 times, and different one on every occasion. So, I have only ever seen each one of these guys come to life once, and it took 55 hours to spawn the first one, and the process was painful. After getting all the other achievements, I thought, surely this one can't be that hard, and I should be able to get a drop anytime now. Just go and open Everjails, as many as I possibly can. Not working? Try different times of days. What if I open one at the end of day 2, or end of day 1, or maybe at the start of the game? It never happened. This was probably the most helpless I have felt while trying to chase an achievement in video game. I'm sure people in comment will have far worse to share, but this is truly where I wished this wasn't an achievement. Because something stood in my path that I couldn't control. I wasn't sure what to do. I think the whole thought of, will it happen in the next game, or will it happen after next 100 hours of game time, was what was eating me up from the inside. Now, I am playing a FromSoft game, so I ain't a quitter. I decide to grab the relic that gave me Stone Sword Key to start with, and started solo queuing. My objective? Hit the first Everjail. If it's one of these guys, go to the nearest camp and level up, come back and just simply win. After just a few attempts, it finally happened. I got the Ancient Dragon, I rushed the camp behind me, got to level 2, and bought the stone from merchant to upgrade my bow to level 2. Finally, I dumped all my arrows in this monster's head, and this lovely sound filled my ears. I have done it. The feeling, however, was mixed. I felt relieved, not happy. I do want to clarify that I still love this game. Every time this dude flies up, I just run back so I can witness the absolute cinema from the best possible angle. I have fought and beaten this boss multiple times, and yet, the feeling I get from just watching his sword cut the sky like that dwarfs the excitement or joy I felt from this achievement. Wukong had some trophies as well where you need items that are randomly dropped by enemies and some that you have a chance of getting from the consumables you pick up. Now these guys took it a step further, as these flowers didn't respawn just by resting at a shrine. Instead, you had to wait a set amount of time, I think around 30 minutes, before they would appear again. Whereas the final trophy I got from Armored Core 6 was to S rank all the missions, and when I finally did that, I felt proud. I felt conquered, like I have done something and got to enjoy the process of it. Did I have to repeat some of the missions? Absolutely. Figuring out the most efficient way to do a mission was still down to the player, and that's where it separates itself from the old jail experience. The problem with such trophies is that there is no visible progress. It's a luck by chance event that is out of a player's hands. Doing this was not fun at all, and considering it still took this long when I was going in with just one objective is still insane to me. That's just how luck is, I guess. When he's around, you don't value him, but holy flip, it hurts when it's not around. Should definitely negotiate a higher salary so it doesn't leave me permanently. In the end, all I want to say is that I am not super keen on the idea of trophies that feel like rolling a die. There's a reason I've been swallowed by snakes more than the amount of ladders I have climbed. Both these games have enough content to replace these trophies with anything else. Let's take Old Jail for example. What if instead the trophy was to do, let's say, 100 ever jails? Or higher, I guess, if you want to make it harder. Or beating the Night Lords 100 times. While they sound like a grind, they have a set in stone progression and you know exactly how far or near you are to your goal. Or should I say, jail? Please laugh. The end boss you have to fight wasn't even a challenge. It was just getting one of them to spawn that was the true ass kicker. I understand if your personal opinion differs from mine and you are a pure gamer who has endured through multiple games in your past with this exact situation, and I respect that. Personally for me, however, I prefer achievements where if needed I can just push through, either by being a god level gamer, which I totally am not, or investing in the hours where I know how far along I am and how far I need to go. This grind was probably the least fun experience for me about this entire game, and I might have to bid farewell to this new hobby of 100%ing games soon if this trend continues. Let me know in the comments down below which side you fall on, and or if you had a similar experience to mine. Also, feel free to rub salt on my wounds by telling me you got this on your first try. Why not? Drop a like if you liked the video, flip your phone upside down to drop a dislike if you didn't. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.